Hey everybody, Richie Yip here of Infighting Training Centers. Today we're going to talk about my favorite Fancy Kimura entry. So it's kind of weird. The very first time I saw this was actually at a Terra seminar, and it was really cool. Terra actually rolled with everybody that showed up at the seminar, and he hit this on a really solid black belt, brown belt here in Vancouver, and as well me and my good friend and training partner John Tompkins, who's a black belt at one of our locations in Burnaby at Burnaby BJJ. This is where him and I always kind of wind up, and it starts off with me in Stefan's half guard. So when we're working from the half guard, there's a bunch of different things that Stefan could do. One of the things is to go into a deep half guard here, so that way my weight is completely controlled by Stefan. Now, before Stefan puts his hand underneath my knee, so I don't have direct access to it, before that happens, I just want to check his hand like this. Now from here, I'm going to put my head on the floor. As I put my head on the floor, I'll just lift up my head so my voice doesn't go into the mat. I can get a shallow Kimura. I can't fully lock up my hands, and I certainly don't want to lock up my hands like this at the bulk of his forearm, but you see how shallow my hand is. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my head right here. As I put my head on the mat, I'm going to invert, and note how I'm able to go past the guard. Now, once I'm here, I want to straighten out my hands, straighten my arms, because I push my hands into Stefan. You see how Stefan can come all the way up, right? He can sit, he can kneel up right away. Now, before he does that, the key thing is that he comes up and gives me space to insert my knee. See how my knee comes over his head. Squeeze my knees, as I do for all arm bars. Squeeze my knees, control the thumb, and there's the tap. Let's do this again a little bit faster so you can showcase, so I can showcase sort of the fluidity of this. So from half guard, deep half guard, control, invert, he comes up, shove him back down. I'm using my hands to shove him back down, and as well, I squeeze my knees and hit the arm bar. So let's break that down a little bit more. Can we do it again, please, Stefan? Thank you so much. Half guard, into deep half guard. Want to check this hand here. So a couple of things. First of which, my head position. My head position is so that way I can get this hand deeper underneath and then over top of his forearm. Also, note how my head just goes in line with his belt. So we go hip, my head right here. I don't want to put my head here. As I do this, note how I'm inverting, so I bring my hip to the sky. And a lot of people have trouble pulling this leg out. Now, if you do this, and you're doing this for the first time, note how if I kick my heel towards this wall, I can't pull it out. Same thing if I bring my foot and I'm trying to pull my leg out this way, his knee's in the way. But note how if I draw my heel along this line right here, that's where I'm going to escape. My arms are straight, which are different for the Kimura. Usually, I would have my arms bent, but they're straight, so I keep Stefan at bay. You can feel that, correct, Stefan?
Yeah, I can't sit up because you're stiff-arming my arm into my own belly.
Yeah, and this will give me enough time to put my shin underneath. From here, my foot that's on the floor, this foot right here, is going to wedge up. And I do that so that way I get it nice and deep. My shin, and then wedging my foot against the floor again in this manner in order to drive with my shin into Stefan's pectoral so that way he's able to go and lie back down. Squeeze my knees, control the thumb, and hit the arm bar. Let's do that one last time with this a little bit faster. Go to you, Stefan. That's fine. I'll just move to you. Go here, deep half. Control the wrists. Rock, invert, pop. Into the arm bar. Awesome. Thanks, Stefan. Give that a try. And let me know what you think. And maybe add something into the comment box below if you think this is crazy, if this is good, if this is actually noteworthy. All right, give it a try. Thank you.